Listen to me very carefully. If this video found its way to your screen today, it's not because of an algorithm. It's not a statistical coincidence. It's a direct call. There's a specific reason you've been feeling different lately. A reason why you wake up tired even after sleeping, or why you experience an electric ringing in your ears that no medical test can explain. Most people ignore these signs and call them stress or fatigue. But you know there's more to it. We are experiencing the greatest evolutionary leap in the history of human consciousness. It's not something that will happen in the future. It's happening now, as you listen to my voice. Reality as you've always known it is transforming to make room for a new frequency, and your body is involved in this transformation. Stay with me until the end. In the next few minutes, we'll decode 3 unmistakable signs that indicate the process has already begun. If you recognize even one of them, your old perception of life has already changed. Welcome to Quantum Frequency of the Mind. To understand what's happening to you, we must look beyond what's visible. For millennia, Earth's basic frequency, known as the Schumann resonance, remained stable. It was the planet's constant heartbeat, a rhythm to which human biology adapted. In recent years, however, this frequency has begun to exhibit intense and irregular peaks. Imagine being a system designed to operate at a certain voltage, and suddenly that voltage increases. The system overloads until it updates. Your nervous system, cells, and DNA are experiencing something similar. This process is described as a bifurcation of timelines. Reality is separating into 2 modes of experience. One remains anchored in fear, control, and confusion. The other is orienting itself toward a more intuitive, connected, and synchronous consciousness. If you're listening to this content, it's because a deep part of you has already chosen the second direction. However, your body needs time to adjust. The symptoms you're experiencing aren't errors, but rather signals for an update. This adjustment isn't the same for everyone. Some people experience it subtly, others intensely. The difference lies not in the value of the soul, but in the degree of mental resilience. The more you try to control the process, the more the body manifests tension. The more you relax and observe, the more fluidly the energy integrates. Many try to return to normality, but that normality no longer exists. Your system isn't regressing, it's rewriting itself. It's like updating a more advanced internal language, which initially creates confusion but then brings clarity. This is why you feel the need for silence, solitude, or to slow down. You're not escaping the world, you're synchronizing with a new frequency. The first sign concerns auditory frequencies. It's not a clinical disorder, but a sudden, high-pitched sound that appears out of nowhere, often during moments of quiet, meditation, or deep concentration. This phenomenon has been described as auditory recalibration. Your energy system is expanding its receptive capacity. The sound you perceive is a signal of your accelerating vibration, like a device connecting to a larger network. If the sound appears in the left ear, it often indicates an internal rebalancing. It's connected to intuition and the emotional world. It could signal an energetic dissonance or a truth you're ignoring. If the sound appears in the right ear, it's often a confirmation signal. It's connected to action and the outside world. It can appear while you're thinking or saying something important, as if the universe were punctuating that moment. When this happens, don't resist. Stop, breathe, and accept the signal. Ask yourself what information is coming through. Often, the discomfort disappears, giving way to clarity or sudden insights. The second sign concerns numerical synchronicities. Repeating hours, sequences that continually appear on screens, clocks, and messages. At first they seem like coincidences, then they become too frequent to ignore. Numbers aren't just quantities, but frequencies. When you begin to notice them repeatedly, it means your consciousness is entering a state of greater resonance with the information field. Sequences like 1111 indicate a moment of strong alignment. Your thoughts are influencing reality more rapidly than usual. This is an invitation to pay attention to what you're visualizing. Sequences that indicate stability and repetition convey a message of support. Even if you're going through a difficult time, the foundation is stronger than you think. Sequences associated with change indicate that something is about to transform. Not as a punishment, but as a necessary step towards a new phase. When you notice these numbers, don't be afraid. They're orientation cues, like a navigation system that confirms you're on the right path. Many people, when they begin to see these synchronicities, immediately look for an external meaning, a rigid explanation. But the real message isn't in the number itself, it's in the state of consciousness you find yourself in when you see it. The numbers appear in moments when the mind relaxes and attention becomes present. It's in that space that communication happens. There's no need to memorize tables or complex interpretations. You just need to observe what you were thinking or feeling in that moment. The answer is already there. The more you trust this subtle communication, the clearer and less random it becomes. The third sign concerns time. Or rather, the perception of time. Days seem to speed up or slow down unpredictably. Sometimes you walk into a room and forget why you're there. It's not distraction or memory loss. It's the collapse of the linear perception of time. Consciousness is learning to live more in the present than in the accumulation of information. Gaps in short-term memory indicate that the mind is prioritizing direct experience in the present. It is becoming more efficient, less overloaded. Then there's déjà vu, but in an amplified form. Not just the feeling of having already experienced something, but the sudden certainty of knowing what will happen. In those moments, consciousness accesses information from parallel time trajectories. These phenomena teach you to live without anxiety about the future and without the burden of the past. Your creative power lies in the present. Many feel fear when time seems to lose its structure, because human identity has been built on prediction and control. But when time dissolves, something more stable emerges: presence. This is where the mind stops chasing and begins to create. In this state, decisions become simpler, reactions slower, intuitions more precise. Not because you know more, but because you listen better. This is the most delicate step of the entire process: to stop seeking external confirmation and begin to trust what you feel in your body and in silence. Ringing in the ears, recurring numbers, time that seems to warp. Taken individually, they may seem like disturbances. Together, they form a map. You're not broken. You're transforming. The universe is dismantling old internal structures to allow you to express a more authentic version of yourself. Help your body by drinking water, being in nature, and slowing down when you can. If you've made it this far, it means the process is already underway. Now it's your turn to anchor this frequency. Write a simple yet powerful statement in the comments. Write, "I welcome change." Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. In the next video, we'll get into the practical phase of this journey. You're awake. You're powerful. And you're not alone.